Hello, welcome back. So in this video, we are going to understand the problem number 3562 and the questions we have in the daily series. Question saying that the maximum profit from the trading stock with a discount, right? So we have to find the maximum profit from the stock with the discount. Okay, let's try to understand what is the questions saying and what we need to do. Okay, so very first, you are given an integer n. Let's see the example also. Yeah, so we have n, we have given as integer, that is representing the number of employees in the company. Okay, so in this case, how many employees we have? 2 employees we have in example 1. Each company is assigned a unique id from 1 to n, means it is a one based we can say representing, and employee 1 is the CEO. Okay, so you are given two one based integer arrays. Okay, so that is a present and future. Okay, each of the length n. What does it mean is that it is saying n is equal to 2, which is a number of employee in a company, and it represents the hierarchy in the organization or company that start from 1 onwards, 1 to n, you can say, right? So very first, if 1 we talk about, that is the CEO of the company, and after that next level it start. Okay, then we have the not next level, we can say the down level. Okay, then we have the present and the future, which is a one based indexing. So we'll say this is belongs to, let's suppose if anything happens future, it belongs to employee 1 and employee 2, employee 2, employee 1, employee 2, like that we can say we have given. But we have not discussed much, so leave it. Because why I'm saying that, because it is saying that it is two based integer, right? It is a two one based integers given, that is present and future. So if we are talking about the one based integers, right, that is we have given present and future, right, these two array, and his length is n. So in these both cases, in index 1 starts with the very first element, not the zero index. Okay, so present at I represent the current price at the ith employee can buy a stock today. Okay, so present at I represent the current price at which the ith employee can buy a stock today. Future at I represent the expected price at which ith employee can sell the stock. Okay, so what it is saying that this is the number of employee, and employee start with 1 to n, and nums at I means what? Presents at I means it's a current price of the stock for the ith employee, and future price for the this employee. Okay, ith employee. The company hierarchy represented by 2D integer array, that is called hierarchy. Okay, which belongs to like this. Okay, 1 to 1 to 2 we can say. So if you see here, it is representing like this. So employee 1 is pointing to employee 2, right? Now it is saying that, so it means employee U is the direct boss of employee V. Okay, so addition means the direction will be from U to V, means U is the boss and V is the employee, right? We can say. Additionally, you have an integer that is called budget, that representing the total funds which is available for the investment. Okay, however, the company has a discount policy. If the employee direct boss purchases their own stock, then the employee can buy their stock at half price, half original price. That will become what? Floor will take from the this value. Okay, present value by 2, and it will take the floor value. Okay, means the company has what was I'm saying. Okay, so you have additionally the budget you have given, which is available for the investment. So if you see here, there is one more thing we have given is budget, right? Now what is saying that company has a discount policy. If the employee direct boss purchase their own stock, then employee can buy their stock at half price. Let's suppose if whatever the price at he buys, his employee can buy at half price. This is what it is saying. if an employee, if your direct boss purchases their own stock, right, then employee can buy their stock at half original price. Means if V is present at V is the uh, stock price where employee has bought or CEO has bought, right, at that, for the employee we can buy at half price. Okay, return the maximum profit that can be achieved without exceeding the given budget. You may you may buy each stock at most once, so you cannot use any profit earned from the futures price to fund additional investment and buy only from the budget. Okay, so this is what we have given. Means you may each stock at the most once, right? You may buy each stock at most once, means only one time you can buy each stock. You cannot use any profit earned from the future stock to fund additional investment. You must buy only from the budget. Whatever you budget, you have earned money, you cannot not use. Okay, so this is what we have given, guys. Very first, let me explain you again. हमें क्या दिया हुआ है? हमें दिया हुआ है कि एग्जाम्पल दे रखे हैं. एग्जाम्पल में जो एन दिया हुआ है, नंबर ऑफ एम्प्लॉय है. एम्प्लॉय की संख्या 1 से स्टार्ट किया जाता है, 1 टू एन जाता है. और वेरी फर्स्ट लेट सपोज अगर दो एलिमेंट्स है, राइट, यहाँ पे, तो 1 को हम सी ओ रिप्रेजेंट करेंगे, एंड आफ्टर दैट सी ओ के जो नीचे वाले पोस्ट होते हैं उससे रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं, मतलब उसको एम्प्लॉय बोलेंगे. सो 1 अगर रिप्रेजेंट करे 1 से 2, तो ये ऐसे रिप्रेजेंट करोगे आप, राइट. सो it is also saying that there is a two arrays, that is one based in indexing, that is present and future. So present at I is the ith employee budget where employee buy the stock, and future at I is the element जहाँ पे वो एम्प्लॉय उस पे वैल्यू पे सेल करता है. ठीक है, हायरार्की हमें इस तरह से रिप्रेजेंट करने के लिए दिया हुआ है और द बजट दिया हुआ है. ठीक है, अब क्या कहता है एडिशनल कंडीशन, क्या कहता है, अगर जैसे 1 बाई करता है किसी भी प्राइस पे, तो जो 2 है वो बाई करेगा उस प्राइस के हाफ पे फ्लोर वैल्यू हम ले सकते हैं. तो ये रूल्स है. और क्या एक रूल और है कि जो इम्प्लॉयज़ हैं वो बजट से ही बाई करेगा, स्टॉक जो बाई करेगा बजट से बाई करेगा, वो अपने प्रॉफिट से बाई नहीं कर सकता. और एट ओनली वन टाइम आप स्टॉक को बाई कर सकते हैं, राइट. दिस इज व्हाट वी हैव गिवन, गाइस. सो let's try to understand in this video. Let's try to understand the code how we are going to solve this. Okay, so very first, if you observe that what we have given here, we have given and we have given present, we have given future, we have given hierarchy, we have given, and budget we have given. This is what we have seen in the question, right? Now try to understand what are the steps we have to follow. So as we know that this belongs to the the graph problem, so what we need to do is very first we will build the urgency list for the hierarchy of the tree, we can say. Okay, so let's suppose we have number of employees we have is start from 0 to n, and what I will do, we'll create urgency list dot add, and we'll add all the uh, neighbors on this urgency, right? So how we are going to do that? We know that very first we'll go on the hierarchy. From the hierarchy we'll get the is, and is at 0 and is at 1 will get the boss and the employee. So we have to add the boss with the, means we have to map the boss with the employee. Means this is what we have given from the hierarchy, and from the hierarchy we have to build the urgency list so that we can easily understand this is a graph problem, or you can say tree problem. So we can build the urgency list, right? Now we will create the memoization, because if we will not use the memoization, it is not easy to find the max profit, right? So for each budget we have to find the max profit. So what we need to do, we have to use the memoization map, where the key will be discounted or not, and value will be the dp of the max profit at each budget, we can say that we will use. Means this is why we will take the employee dot discounted, and there will be having the memo. So let's try to understand here that we'll create a dfs, right, from where we will start the dfs from the co level, right, so that represent the employee as a 0, right, and which is not discounted, means he has to pay the full price, right. And then we will pass the other fields. Let's talk about it is discounted or not. So it is not discounted, So very first field will be the employee, where there will be no discount, right? Then we will have the present and the future, and urgency, budget, and that the memo that we will keep it here. Okay, so we are trying to find what we are trying to find the uh, what do you call the result, we can say that, and we'll keep adding onto the result, right? So once you have the result, you can just pass the result with a budget, and you, whatever the maximum value will have, you will return to the max profit. So result makes a lot of sense here, right? So keep it watching, right? Because if you know the what you call the indexing, right? The indexing represent the budget here. Okay, so this DFS will give you the result mainly. So let's try to understand this DFS first. So as I told you, very first we'll pass the employee. It is discounted or not discounted, we can get from the map. Understand that CO is direct. If CO buys this, so its direct employee will get benefited, right? So we will pass the discount there. Then other fields we have, as we know that. Then let's suppose we'll take the long dot mean value by 2. This will call negative infinity. Now we will use the key like the employee and it is discounted or not. So we'll say okay, let's start from here. Okay, now very first we'll check the key is already on the map, so we'll return direct the value here, no need to go further calculation. Okay, now we will define the DP, right? And we'll say okay, arrays.fill with a negative value and DP at 0 is 0. Now we will create DP no buy. This will be if the means the profit if we do not buy the current employee stock, right? That we will fill like this. So these two things we need to do that. Okay, we'll understand here. Then we will have the, let's suppose urgency, we will traverse and we'll get the V and we'll check that this is getting benefited or not. Okay, like that. When we actually we want to process all the children, and we are assuming that the current employee does not buy their stock. So the people who does not buy their stock, for them we have to process it, and we have to update the DP with the profit from not buying the current employee stock, like that. So you have to check if it is not equal to this, right? Then you will update with this value. So DP at I will get calculated and you will have the value. Okay, now the main thing will come from here. Okay, so very first you have to calculate the cost and the profit if the current employee buys the stock or not, right? So if discounted, he will buy at what discounted price, so we'll do the divide by 2. Otherwise, if not discounted, we'll provide this value. Okay, so he can get the profit how? Future minus the cost, right? That is called the profit. Now what we need to do, we will use the DP array who buys the stock, right? Means DP array for the case when the current employee buys the stock and Chindel gets the discount, right? So initial value will be there, right? And you have to process again similarly as we have seen previously for no buy cases. So this is for the buy cases where this value will be true, and you will find the child DP and you will fill this merge DP things and you will have the DP by. Okay, we'll understand that method, merge DP. Similarly, now you have to combine the DP by and the current employee cost, right? Profit we can say. So this profit and DP at I plus cost, you will keep adding this value and you will have okay, DP at I plus cost, you will update each time. Now we will check that if the budget is what do you call budget is having, right? So what we need to do, we'll check we will go from 1 to the budget and we'll find the DP and DP at I minus 1, and you can calculate the DP value whatever the maximum will come. So for basically we want to understand for each budget, right, what is the maximum profit we have, and we know that DP at I contains the budget profits, so we'll have the DP. So for each key you will have that profit, so you will update the memo. Okay, now we have to return the DP. Okay, you will return the DP, and this is our helper function where we merge the DP array using the knapsap style merge. So you need to understand, very first you will define two DP1 DP2 array we have, right? And you have the budget and these things, right? Very first you will fill with the negative value. You will check if DP is negative, continue, do not do nothing, otherwise you continue with all the budget. If it is not, you just need to take the max value and you will update the merge one and you will return the merge array. Okay, so this is the way we have to merge two DP arrays, right? And you will use this way. Okay, so this is what we need to do, guys. Let me know in the comment section that you understood or not. I Okay, and it's very easy, you don't have to be focused. Very first you will find the urgency, then you will call the CO level, right? Then you will calculate everything, right? Once your result is ready, you just need to find the max result. What is the max profit, right? It means you have to mainly all the functions depends on the DFS, and the DFS things, you know, that very first you will have to calculate the key. If key is already on the memo, you will return it the result, otherwise you have to put into the memo. Okay, and there will be two cases, by cases, not by cases, but this is the DP that contains the profit, right? Means DP cost, DP at the cost is the max profit achievable with the costs spent, right? So this is what we need to do, and for this we need two things, buy or not buy. And once you will find the buy and not buy, right? Then what you need to do, you just need to merge these things. Very good. Yeah, here you need to merge this, right? And then you have to combine them, right? Once you will combine them, you can update our DP, and then you finally you will update DP at I, and you will update the DP in the memo, and you will return the DP, so that whenever you will do the uh, result at budget, you know that what is the exact profit we have. ओके गाइज, थैंक यू सो मच। अगर आपको समझ नहीं आ रहा है तो एक बार मैं हिंदी में समझा देता हूँ। क्या किया हमने, सबसे पहले एजेंसी लिस्ट बनाया, फिर हमने क्या किया, एजेंसी लिस्ट बनाने के लिए आपको पता है हायरार्की से हम लेकर के बना लेंगे। फिर हमें एक मेमो लेना पड़ेगा, राइट? और क्योंकि हमें रिजल्ट कैलकुलेटेड है या नहीं इसके लिए, ठीक है। यहाँ पे हम लोग दो की बनाएंगे, एम्प्लॉय के साथ डिस्काउंट हुआ है नहीं हुआ, उसके बेस पे हम की वैल्यू रिप्रेजेंट करेंगे। ओके, तो सबसे पहले हम क्या करना है, DFS मेथड में सबसे पहले हम CO को भेजेंगे जिसको कोई डिस्काउंट नहीं मिल रहा है यहाँ पे, ठीक है। और जब हमें रिजल्ट रेडी हो जाएगा तो हमें मैक्स कर देंगे रिजल्ट, हमें रिजल्ट एट बजट कर सकते हैं, वो हमें प्रॉफिट मिल जाएगा वहाँ पे, मैक्सिमम प्रॉफिट। तो वेरी फर्स्ट हमें क्या करना है, हमें ये मेथड डिफाइन करना है जो सिग्नेचर इस तरह का होगा, जहाँ पे एम्प्लॉय अनडिस्काउंटेड है या नहीं है वो हमें पास करना है। तो वेरी फर्स्ट आपको क्या करना है, चेक करना है कि की बना करके एम्प्लॉय के साथ डॉट बना करके डिस्काउंट है या नहीं, डिस्काउंटेड है या नहीं, उसके बेस पे की बनेगा और चेक करेंगे मैप पे। अगर मैप में मिल गया तो हमें आगे कैलकुलेट नहीं करना है, यहीं से रिटर्न हो जाना है। नहीं तो सबसे पहले क्या करना है, DP बनाना है हमें, और जितना बजट का साइज़ है उतना हमें +1 करना है, ठीक है। और DP को फिल कर देंगे नेगेटिव इन्फिनिटी से, और इनिशियल वैल्यू क्या रखेंगे, 0 रखेंगे। फिर क्या करेंगे, सिमिलरली हम लोग क्या करेंगे, नो DP बाई करेंगे। ये इसलिए करेंगे कि कुछ इम्प्लॉय होंगे जो बाई नहीं करेंगे स्टॉक्स, राइट? उनको फिल करके यहाँ पे रखेंगे इस वाले एरे में, ठीक है। नो DP बाई में, और फिर इनको प्रोसेस करेंगे, राइट? वैसे ही DFS के थ्रू, मेथड जो हमने बनाया है उसके थ्रू। और इस टाइम हम लोग क्या करेंगे, मर्ज करेंगे नो बाई एंड चाइल्ड DP के साथ, ठीक है। यहाँ पे जब मर्ज हो जाएगा तो नो बाई DP मिल जाएगा। सिमिलरली हम क्या करेंगे, इसे प्रोसेस करेंगे, हमें अपडेट करेंगे DP को, तो DP हमें अपडेट हो जाएगा विद द DP एट आई एंड नो DP एट बाई। अब चेक करो डिस्काउंटेड है या नहीं, डिस्काउंटेड है नहीं तो जो बाई कर रहा है उसके लिए अलग से एक DP बनाना पड़ेगा, और वैसे ही सिमिलरली हमें प्रोसेस करना पड़ेगा जो बाई कर रहा है, और फिर मर्ज करके वैसे ही हमें डीपी बाई लेना है। तो अब हमारे पास दो हो गया, नो बाई डीपी एंड डीपी, राइट। सो उन दोनों को क्या करना है, हमें फाइंड आउट करना है, ठीक है। अब हमें क्या करना पड़ेगा, कंबाइन करना पड़ेगा दोनों को। कंबाइन करने के लिए क्या करना है, इस बजट तक हमें चलाना है और चेक करते रहना है कि जो डीपी एट बाई नेगेटिव इन्फिनिटी नहीं है और बजट से कम है। और यहाँ पे दोनों को क्या करते रहना है, हमें अपडेट करता है, जो मैक्सिमम होगा वो अपडेट कर देना है यहाँ पे। ऐसे करके आप डीपी आप रेडी कर लोगे एंड फाइनली यू विल स्टोर द ऑन द मेमो एंड यू विल रिटर्न द डीपी। सो ऐसे करके हमें डीपी को मेमो में स्टोर करते जाते हैं और फाइनली रिजल्ट हमें मिल जाता है और हमें रिटर्न कर देना है। और कंबाइन मेथड के बारे में ज़्यादा नहीं सोचना है। दो एरे दे रखा है, इनएप से स्टाइल बना रखे हैं, तो एक एरे ये है, एक एरे ये है। दोनों को मर्ज करने के लिए हमें चेक करना है, अगर वैल्यू इन्फिनिटी है तो कुछ नहीं करना है, अगर वैल्यू इन्फिनिटी नहीं है तो मर्ज कर देना है। यहाँ पे जो मैक्सिमम होगा वो ऐड कर देना है, ठीक है। दिस इज व्हाट वी आर डूइंग गाइस। इन केस इफ यू हैव एनी डाउट, आप हमें कमेंट। थैंक यू गाइस, थैंक यू फॉर वॉचिंग दिस वीडियो। इफ यू फाउंड दिस वीडियो हेल्पफुल, प्लीज लाइक, सब्सक्राइब and let us know what you want to learn next in the comment below. And thank you for watching this video.